it's a big day. I've got my finest attire on, and I am ready to go on a date. Welcome to Hooked on You, a new Dead by Daylight dating simulator. I don't think there's anything left to say. I hope y'all enjoy. Make sure to leave a like. If you do want to see more, welcome to Hooked on You. You wake up on the beach soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open it to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute or can I go on? Go ahead. Go ahead. Because I can give you a minute. We got plenty of time. Endless time, really. Go! Go ahead. An eternity if you catch my drift. Oh. Huh? Whoa! Not now, Ocean. Sorry, step bro. Yeah, continue. Yeah. Please go on. Okay, then. As I was saying, you look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Oh, God. What the fuck is that? A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit a stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Okay, I can't actually show me vomit. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who's behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Run, close your eyes, dig up that face. Dig up that face for show. You brush the sand away from the half-buried human head embedded in the ground before you. A gold coin. There's no body, just this head. As you pick it up, flakes of skin fall to the ground. The jaw falls open, revealing a gold coin sitting in the rotten tongue of this poor dead soul. Getting your hands dirty, I see. I like that. You're a take charge type. Charge type. For me! You examine the gold coin briefly, happily distracted from what has otherwise been an extremely confusing morning. The sun beats down on you, drying your clothes. You check your pockets, but they're empty. Plenty of room for a gold coin, you suppose, and so you deposit it. What? That's a nice coin you've got there. What if you were to spend it right now? Why not? Well, hello there. I'm Dwight. And I'm Claudette. We'll take that. No, you won't. This is my gold coin. Claudette quickly relieves you of your gold coin and tosses it to Dwight, who bites down on it like an old-timey prospector before handing it back to her. Dwight, I hate to inform you that that was just inside of a severed head, but that, you know, teach their own. And this is for you. For me? Claudette presents you with a tropical drink. When you take a sip, you find that it's incredible. Money well spent in your estimation. But I gotta ask, could somebody maybe design the next one of these dating sims to be all-inclusive? It really takes some of the fun out of the fantasy vacation to be watching your wallet the entire time. Thanks for the drink. It's quite delicious. You're welcome. Thanks, Claudette. Did someone just thank us? Go with it, Dwight. It's normal to be thanked for doing a good job. Trust me on this one. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situations. You feel something soft bump into your foot. A volleyball! Who's trying to get lit up in some volleyball? When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down, frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Oh, please! You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Oh my God. Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Wow, do I get to pick one of these four? Each one of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Never been. Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know. Not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. That is kind of judgmental, I'd say. So many competing feelings rushed through your mind at once that you were completely paralyzed. Hello? These are weird days. And then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Sexy-ass monsters, though. Vouch. What do you do? Toss it back. You bend down and grab the ball. It's warm from sitting in the sand on this beautiful day. When you give the ball a toss, it arcs beautifully through the air and lands right in Huntress's hands. Not bad, oh. What about stranger? Huntress's muscles ripple as she grips it in her hand. You look up and you look her up and down and consider what it might be like to be held tightly in those strong arms, warm, perhaps, maybe a little sweaty, but that's okay. It's natural. Try hard much? Ugh. Who's the spirit? Is this the spirit? Yo, I was kind of into you at first, but now not so much. They're speaking directly to you, but you still can't bring yourself to reply. You're entranced. When you snap out of it, you realize that everyone's gone back to the volleyball court. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion onto their private beach. Should you be frightened, worried, excited? I did refer to them as killers, not to give too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way, and nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Don't be scared, step bro. You were made for this. Well, geez, if the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all gonna work out. But no good reason not to. You decide to head over and see what happens next. Seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's just best to go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. Oh, Huntress likes me. It's the shirt, isn't it, Huntress? You like the shirt. It's the shirt, for sure. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're not here? They're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was Wraith. That sign means he was done with the game, too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why this slack-jawed moron is here. Here. I just want to know, can I kill them or not? No. You can't. At least not yet. Oh, yeah, not yet. Hey, Stepbro, you might want to, you know, say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Right now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. Oh, God, here we go. Okay. This is a time quiz, and it'll be very important later. Very important. Or not important anyway whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. Did he? How attractive would you say you are? Is confidence cool or is humility cool? Humility. I'm pretty average, I think. Just another face in the crowd. Another normal, meaningless life in an endless cycle. Bro, shut the fuck up. I think you're quite cute myself. Like a chipmunk or a grizzly bear. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Okay. Invisibility, flight, super strength. Invisibility. Invisibility? Same. Although sometimes I think I already am. Felt that rate. What was your best subject in school? Math. Probably math. It's the only thing that makes sense when you think about it. Oh, the Wraith is into me, though. What's your favorite animal? What's a mustelid? I don't know what a mustelid is. Cat. Definitely a cat. What? Why is everyone looking at me? You think just because I'm a typical cute goth girl, I have some specific love of all things cats and more specifically black cats? Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyways. Oh, I'm kind of liking the spirit now. What's your favorite color? Blue, blood red, 3-day-old corpse. Should I answer 3-day-old corpse? Blue. Blue isn't good for productivity. Makes people want to be lazy. What's your dream job? Astronaut. Nightclub promoter. Not working at all. Astronaut. Be pretty amazing to be an astronaut, I think. It's hard to imagine being farther away from anyone than floating into space. The cold, inky vastness of nothing forever. Best flavor of ice cream? Vanilla. My favorite color is pain. That's so edgy of you to say, the Trapper. I agree. Same here. ... Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. I think mint chip is the greatest flavor I ever conceived myself. But enough about ice cream, am I right? Hold on a second, this reminds me. I am right. Always, it's a lesson you should learn before we go too much further. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator, you rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule on this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? Vanilla. The best flavor is vanilla. You got a reading comprehension problem? I just told you mint chip was where it's at. You almost bought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right. I can end your life whenever I want. I'm in control. Not me. I'm in control. So don't you forget it. If I say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. Now try it again. What's the best flavor of ice cream? Vanilla. A rebel, eh? Not in my dating sim. You have to understand. It feels very good to end someone else's game. You should try it sometime. No way! They actually ended my game? Okay, I replayed back to where we were at. Answered all the same way, so we're still in the same storyline as y'all saw before. What's the best flavor of ice cream? Mint chip. So obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. I didn't know it was actually gonna end my game. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Wraith. That's kind of hateful. Hi, I'm Wraith. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I also don't like most things. Me too, Spirit. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time, but the things I do hate, I really hate, you know? Yeah. Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a careful, calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez. It's like she was just downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh no, wait, I'm remembering Spirit's story now, and that's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. I don't. Grow up. Grow a body. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog. I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. Fog body. That's not nice. Nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. That's why she likes it. Don't speak for me. I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Wraith. Let's move on. Otherwise, they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with Meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat dock nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Wraith rolls his eyes. Not my name. He just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth, the way it's flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty it endangers. That's hard. Engenders. Jesus Christ. What about hanging out by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfectly good lounge to chill out right there. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? Oh, right there. It'd be great to relax for a second at the lounge. Kick your feet up, look over the ocean, and relax on your own terms. Who would want anything else? Dry, comfortable, enjoying a cool drink on a hot day? It's the best. I mean, what kind of fool, what kind of monster, what kind of mask-wearing psychopath would finally be granted a break from the constant grind of chasing and fighting to get ahead, and then choose to exert themselves in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever? Why am I the only one who gets it? It's time to stop living by the rules. I won't do it any longer. Sorry, I can't yell on a high-pitched voice. Yeah, we should probably give her a second to calm down. Hold on for just one moment. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They brought me a drink. I know them. Also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cute, dramatic, musical flourish. No, the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall therefore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here for a long time. So very long, I actually don't know how long it's been. Sorry, anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that's starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to prevent you with options whenever possible, and don't run off just to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. must be the U.S. The least you can do is allow us to do our own job. The most you can do is help us get off this island. Dwight! Yes, pardon me. Please follow us. Hey, narrator. Yes, something I can help you. These two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start mentioning something about wanting to go to escape? Is escape an option? Should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? No. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off the island, though. Oh, right. Yeah, that's true. He was, but he just meant that he wants to get out to the other island getaway. A couple miles south of here, it has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you don't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On this island, your decisions matter. Mostly when I agree with them. Not like that other island. So what'll it be? This one. Like I said before, why would I change my mind? Finally, freedom from the preposterous premise that the four of us would be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match. Spirit looks at you from beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial tone. I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows that I technically float above the ground, so nobody believed I was even putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap, and when that didn't work, I tried whining, and when that didn't work, I tried to kill every single person on this island. But turns out I'm not the first to toss these kinds of threats around on the island. So thanks, I guess, for calling it off. Are we threatening to end each other again? No. Now it's Dwight who takes on a conspiratorial tone, his eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper. Please just make it quick. Is that what you'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make the drink of your dreams? Hilarious, right, Dwight? Yeah, right. So what do you be having? Vodka soda, sangria, scotch, virgin daiquiri. Vodka soda for show, dude. Vodka soda. Coming right up. Really takes me back home. You know, vodka's a very special drink to me. It warms the blood on a cold night in the woods. On occasion, I would, how do you say, bump into the occasional soldier while hiking across the motherland. Then we had a nip of vodka tucked into a special little silver package in a special little hidden pocket. But no one hides from me. But basically, we drinking vodka on a tropical island, no? And you're mixing it with soda? Really? Being passionate about being passionless is so last year. It's also my thing and you're making it look bad. That's 2 strikes. Since we've fulfilled your requests, it's time for you to return the favor. I should have known there was a catch. Icebreaker time! I swear, had I known they'd pull this kind of faux enthusiastic community building crap, I'd have suggested we attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I ever set foot near this bar. You don't think it could be kind of fun? A little fun? Never mind, I hate it. This sucks, but could be fine, or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? I've literally never seen him in a hat. If we must talk small talk, I'm at least picking a topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after high school activity that I never did because I'm no nerd. I kind of like nerds, though. Methinks a certain someone doth protest too much. Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet. The topic I choose is books, novels, comics, fictions, or non. Reading is the only real escape from the inescapable horror of life, the escape into your own mind. A groan rolls through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I imagine, based on that response. They were much more enthusiastic about drinking. Considering the situation we're in, it seems appropriate time to ask you. Step Bro, what's your desert island book? The one that you bring with you if you were, well, on an island like this. Oh, and it has to be classic horror for reasons that should be obvious. She means this because this is an island of horror villains, and also these books are all in the public domain. Nothing too modern. Humanity has really gotten soft these past 100 years. So what's your favorite? Dracula, Frankenstein, Doctor... I don't even know. Oh, yes, I do. Books? No, thanks. Frankenstein, Dracula. Dracula's like... Oh, this is my voice. Dracula's one that's classic that's still scary. To be seduced by some beautiful stranger only to learn later on that they're an immoral villain. It's downright thrilling? Well, I guess. But I was going to say... that despite the deviant behavior of Dracula and the threat of possible danger or even death that he possesses, that you can't help but get turned on by the liberation from the status quo that he represents? Yeah, same here. So what if some old doctor says he's a bad boy? You're supposed to reek like garlic and sleep alone? Who did they think buy into that? If you're gonna be trapped in the nightmare that is undead life eternal, which I know a little something about, You could do a lot worse than great clothes, a castle, and lover who doesn't take shit from anyone. The scariest part of Dracula is thinking that no one will ever be quite as interesting to make love as a vampire. Enough about these old stories. I don't know how to do two different girl voices. Enough about these. Hers would be deeper, maybe. I'm profiling. Enough about these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some new stories of our own. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-mask covered eye. But I suggest something a little naughty. Let's all get in a circle and spin this bad boy. Oh, fuck. Trickster, is it a bit late to introduce a new character? I thought I was the one that makes the rules, so I'm not sure who I'm asking. But I wasn't ready for this. Well, hello. And who is this new fan in the waiting? Beat it, hack! I don't know what the harm is inviting one more person to join the circle for our game. Oh, I can't stay. I was just saying it's a great idea, while also teasing the secret Trickster ending. I've got much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Toodaloo. Rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap. Spit, that is. But let us be clear. This ain't a peep show. We're here to have a good time, but in a classy way. All makeouts will happen out of the view of the public eye. Real romantic like. Yes, romance is the goal. So we'll all be waiting here in complete silence, trying to listen in and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar. But not watching. Like adults, romantic, well-adjusted adults. Step Bro, you're up. You grip the bottle in your hand and put fate in the hands of the empty bottle gods. Minigames consist of two parts. On top, a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction. And on the bottom, a target you're going to be pointing at. This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame. Perfect for the less coordinated because there is no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing, but no one has to know if you don't tell them. Okay, ready to play, or would you like me to repeat that? I'm ready, I think. Ready. Away we go. Spin the bottle and see who you're going to smooch. Okay, please, anybody but this motherfucker. I want one, and then these two are tied for two, and then he is in dead last place. Ah! You two are meant to be... You actually have to spin multiple times to get your real... Oh, thank you. To get the real result. First, to get to 3 times is your true match. That's what we play hardcore spin the bottle on this here. Now get your spin on. Okay. Ah, come on. Ah, what the fuck? Please. Okay. That's better. Wraith. Okay. Wraith times 2. Okay. We're getting somewhere now. Not my first choice, but not the Trapper. Wraith is your true match. Oh. Just this morning, you're waking on a strange beach surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. Now you're looking across a beach towel at Wraith. Lust in his eyes, sweet glistening on his skin. Your heart races. You can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Wraith takes you by the hand, and you sit face to face at a private section of the bar. He begins to reach for you, putting his hands on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way he is. You're sweating in the gross way you sweat at an interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do. If you try and lock lips in this state, you might gross him out so completely that he'll never be able to look at you romantically again. Wraith, look, you're great, but also terrifying. Did he just steal your line? I want to be kissed by you, but, well, I'm maybe not even sure how. Is that sad? Great. Now I look sad. If the tropical shorts fit, you make me happy to be around, I think. It's still so new, all of this. We can figure it out together. Really? Really? I'd like to get to know you, and, the kissing thing sounds great in theory. Sure does sound, doesn't sound painful. So then, for now, Wraith reaches out and gives you a vigorous handshake. For acquaintances, going on friends, going on lovers, I'm sorry. Great handshake, by the way. Really? Truly. I hate to break up such a passionate moment that we only assume was passionate because we'd never spy on you constantly while you stay on this island. But dinner's being served right away, and we must insist that you join us. We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation when there are so many more interesting things to die from. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. How quaint. You're expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. Dwight and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And oh, great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Vouch, dude. Vouch, bro. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. So he only wants to... Trickster's back? Oh, yeah, Trickster's here. Surprise. Yeah, well, they don't call him Expected Stir. I'm sorry. Even I get nervous around crowds of killers. And my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Hey there. You're looking good, step bro. Real good. Not interested. Move on. And we literally can't get Huntress and Trapper to sit together. Can't let them sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite of you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at the ends with their enormous, sexy arms. Now that everyone in the seat is, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal is prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. We hope you all enjoy it. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite! Meat's good. Meat is murder. Which, you know, considering what you've been up to, who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder something to eat. It's meat, so that's, like, technically true. Technically true, so that's kind of true. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey, step bro, you think of what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints yet. You know? When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else they eat? This took 12 hours. And we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change, because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. Are they talking about me? First, you said twain. Sometimes I swear it's like we're all completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs. The hell it is. That was the wrong voice. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please stop, please. I hate when we fight, or talk, or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azeroth. Great. Instead of slicing it up, you can club it into a second death. Hey, step bro. This isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve Felix. I mean dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 hours straight. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, it'll take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value in maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd hate for it to get cold. We hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigames consist of 2 parts. Yeah, I already know. I know. Sometimes targets immediate. I know. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target and win. Fail to land on the target, and you will lose. Land on the start of the target area, not the end. Ready? I'm ready. Slice. Oh, fuck. You missed completely. I see that. Perfect. Ho, ho, ho. It's like Dead by Daylight. Oh, this one's really fast. Clean! Perfect. Not perfect, but not bad. That's pretty good. Let's see what you can do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Machetes are dumb, but you're not dumb, Spirit. Dinner is finally served. For real. Sounds especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean, Come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Well, at least they're not lifting their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? That was my voice on it. The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, step bro. Number 2 is no number 2. One less thing to think about in the afterlife. Oh. Even if I wanted to eat, I'd have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you tell them? I'm sorry. Actually, it's not the food or the company. I'm just super self-conscious how I look when I eat. I was just pretending to be grossed out by dinner, so I have an excuse not to chew in front of everyone. Sorry if that made things awkward. I'm actually extremely hungry. Yeah, watching people eat is gross, but try to relax and not worry what everyone thinks. It's so important to always remember people are watching you, judging you, definitely not ignoring you, right, guys? Is anyone listening to me? Typically, a group that includes one, if not more, cannibals staring at you with meat juice dripping from their chins would be quite scary. However, right now you're barely able to keep your head up, let alone get scared and run away. I'm a narrator, not a physician, so please don't take this as medical advice, but I'm pretty sure you need to eat to stay alive. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about the characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least the right path. There's too many of these to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting scene's over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I liked, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. What didn't you like? You wake up to find Spirit holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Don't you just love the ocean at night? I do. Staring over the vast darkness of the ocean really validates the feelings inside me that we're all truly insignificant, and the only thing worth pursuing is revenge. I have to wonder, how could anyone believe anything else? You look out into the darkness of night and ponder her question. Well, it's a simple question. How could they? How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such massive nothingness? You found someone special. I used to feel that way. Small, unimportant, alone, but lately I'm not so sure. I've started to feel different. I've started to actually think that maybe this island is where I might meet someone special. You look at Spirit, who's turned from the ocean to look at you while you speak on the topics she's clearly so passionate about. A friend? Perhaps something more? I don't know what this island has planned for me. Ha! A friend? Friends are just cowards who seek comfort in numbers. I had friends once, back before I was chopped into a bunch of pieces by my father. Oh. Friends aren't what's keeping me held together. I'm floating in a cloud of rage. I was so dumb. So busy trying to please everyone and be the perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter. I didn't care for myself, and now I'm all I've got. First of all, I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny. The purpose that was sitting inside me my whole life. Okay, so this might sound a bit silly, but Spirit looks around to see if anyone else is on the beach when she's convinced that it's not only you two. She continues. There's a dragon that lives inside of me. I've always known, but I've tried to ignore it. When I couldn't ignore it, I tried to push it down. I'm so stupid. You're not stupid. That sounds badass. Right? But I didn't let it out, and then I, chop. And now this dragon's pretty much a one-track revenge feast. Not enough about me. What's inside of you, stranger? Nothing but darkness. I'd kill to have a dragon. Maybe not the best choice of word. Oh. I mean, a dragon sounds awesome. Honestly, though, I don't feel like I've got anything inside me at all. Just darkness. Never-ending darkness. And here I thought Spirit was the biggest goth on the island until I arrived! Perhaps I could light a torch and search through that darkness. Just things are really heating up. You hear a flurry of footsteps behind you. You quickly spin around to fend off whatever new dangers popped up on this strange island. Only to find these bitches Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, while they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted in after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. Go, 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 go! I hate those bitches. Once everyone is gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry who. Don't worry, you hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means we're behind on time for evening activities, and we'll only have time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story, but story time's my favorite activity. This is narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share it? How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize that this is probably it for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry, everyone. I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. Oh, this is Wraith. Shit. Oh, that's right. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule even once? She likes me. She's starting to come around. Damn it, Donald. If you try and flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap all your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood. Cynthia, Fuss, and Muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounced my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. But we still gotta get started on story time. So, Step Bro, who do you think should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody quickly so this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. Hit me with it, Wraith. Spirit, sorry. Hit me with it, Spirit. Whoa. This entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will you? Really? You want to hear from me? Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes. She gets her feet in front of the camp. Oh, she didn't want. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scary stuff. Seriously disturbing, even to me, and I literally pulled the guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Talk about bullshit stories. If everyone else is gonna chit-chat, I guess I can just sit down and... Hunter's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Wraith take their seat. They know when it's worth fighting and when it's not. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, so I'm gonna tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. You notice the Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn. It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hada. Oh, shit. Sorry. A celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator who was called to the scene of strange occurrence unlike anything she'd ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away. But how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box, strange, alien in its appearance and massive in size. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered, built on site, in such a busy area? How could someone just like this appear? Something like this just appear? A mystery. It was as if it was conjured by magic. But this was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside. Spirit paused her story, looked from face to face from each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. Help me! Cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now, it was as if every detective in the city was there, looking the strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke up and here I was so scared. Please help me, cried the man as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hada confronted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time from the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. And as the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddle on the ground, the man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. But Detective Hata was no hope at all, powerless to save him. Guilt began to weigh on her like it never happened before. Don't let me die in here, the man begged. Don't let me die alone. Stay calm, instructed Detective Hata. You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together, and we won't let this be the end of your story. Looking through that narrowest of passageways, Detective Hata watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of the strange, sad prisoner. Together, they both wept in silence in the hopelessness of the moment. Promise? Asked the man. Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. A simple pledge she felt in an instant connection like she had never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any of the other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hata, for she knew he would return, and he did, pressing his lips up to the narrow slit in this horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again, stream flowing from his mouth as he asked, Promise? Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. And pressing her palms against the cold outside of the box without truly knowing why, Detective Hata leaned forward and placed her own lips up on the opening, letting her breath creep into this strange creature, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in this soft touch. Thank you, said the man, no single trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. Get back! Yelled an officer, when suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hata and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by a cacophony of whirring gears and clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hata gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And that's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. There in the corner of the box was a pile of pieces, like parts of a doll almost pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Detective Hata had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces, disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. And atop that pile a head, cold, pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin and soak into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by this story, and it's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire or up at the sky, anywhere but its spirit. It was you who chose her. You who initiated this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sensual. True, went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and now no one is sure how to act. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. The game is supposed to be a lighthearted romp. Please. I said do something. Say nothing, hug her. Oh, that's kind of bold. You stand up without saying anything, approach Spirit, reaching your arms around her for a hug. Her robe hovering in the air begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. It's certainly not what you expected. Instinctually, you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward movement. You nearly fall into the fire. Spirit says nothing and floats away without so much as a goodbye. You, meanwhile, realize everyone else had to watch this truly strange interaction from the corners of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. This is nice. True moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know I've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special. Those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't getting any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Spirit approaches you. You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. The fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit. You learn something new every day, even when you're God. I mean, a narrator. You're doing it right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me. Dipping in hot tubs with the Spirit? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her. an offer like that, just don't forget our little talk. Oh, that is such a rude place for Hayden to end off at, but my throat is going to be dead if I don't do something about it right now. So we'll call that part 1. If y'all want to see more, please leave a like on the video so I know that you want to see more. We'll say 350 likes. Part 2 will be up ASAP. You know how we do these kind of games. Anyways, thank y'all for watching my video. Make sure to subscribe if you did enjoy the video. Like I said, leave a like. Let me know in the comments what you thought and who you would pick out of the 4, or I guess 5 if you include Trickster. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you for watching. Love you all the most, and I will see you in the next episode.